Hello and welcome back to the GorillaBiker. Anyway, today we're fitting this gear indicator from HEALTECH. I can't remember the actual number that this one is. I have it here. This is the GPDT-S01. I bought it from stg.com because they're taking all of my money. And this should be very, very straightforward fit. So you plug it into an auxiliary diagnostic port, which I'm fairly certain is behind the rear seat fairing thing, which I had off fairly recently, so we should be like, get it off really quick. And then you just stick it to the front of the bike and it should apparently work, which we are going to test also. So yeah, without further ado, I think I know where the connection is. I didn't Google it because I'm lazy, but I am 99.9% positive it is behind here because I think I can see it. So I mean, I suppose it makes it easy for you. You'll just be able to be like, oh, Michael was wrong, or hopefully I was right. I'm also going to try run the cable kind of nicely. I'll just need to prop up the tank with something and feed it through the actual cable channel up here. I think that would be the best, or the right hand side, whichever one kind of works out better. The only place I suppose that'll be a little bit of a pain to get it through is somewhere along here, and yeah, probably I might go the right hand side. There seems to be more space, but yeah, we'll figure that out as we go. We're going to learn together. Now, why did I get a gear indicator? Obviously for the cool guy points, because I want to collect, all of the cool guy points. New adjustable rear sets, cool guy points. I don't need speed, I just need the points, because once you pass a certain age you can't earn them anymore, and then you're out of cool guy points. So whatever you land on, those are the points you have. Cool guy points. It's raining cats and dogs out there. So if memory serves me, these are 12s. Yep, 12s. And then I think we have 2 Phillips heads here, and then 2 10s. I think those are 2 10s anyway. These two here should be 10s. Yep, 10s. And then I know there's a couple of like push to release clips underneath. I'm kind of hoping just taking off the upper pieces let me kind of slip it away, because you also do a little screw right here that you also might need to loosen if you're going to actually split it to get it off the seat. But we'll see. I'm hoping that I don't need to do all of that. I'm just gonna be lazy, because once we get it plugged in, I mean, other than that, it's pretty easy to route these things. So these are the screws that have the rubber kind of bung on them for the seat. That grab rail weighs so much. I might actually get rid of it. I probably don't need it on there realistically. So that's us loose, I do believe. I'm going to pop those bolts out as well so they don't go missing. So under the tail section, there's actually quite a few little plastic pulls you need to do as well. There we go. So yeah, there's only 4 of the plastic guys underneath that are actually kind of structural, and then you do need to loosen this up to be able to actually split the 2 sides. Or is it all the way through? Not loosen up, you have to take it out. So then theoretically this should just lift off. There you go. Easy peasy. Now, I don't need to take this all the way off, because I'm fairly certain the thing we're actually looking for is in this bundle of super clean cables right there. I think it's this one here, from memory, because these are like always the same. And usually the oh, that's so tight. Usually the, there we go. Usually the diagnostic port, there we go, has a kind of a plug in it like that one did. Not that one. It's probably the one beside it. And put this back in, keep it nice and plugged up. Maybe it's this one with these super nasty. I should probably be wearing gloves with this. Ugh. That looks more correct though. Yep, that one. So that's the one. And now what we'll do is set this guy up. So yeah, I realize you probably didn't see all that. So this super nasty weird white cap was actually on it. So it's the white plug, not the black one. They were right beside each other. There's the black one there beside it. I'm just gonna sit this right here and we're gonna turn on the bike to see, does it actually function? Zero being, of course the bike won't go into gear when I want to do. Roll forward a bit there. 1, 2, hey, get back there. Okay, so it's going into like a false neutral. I probably need to start it. Stop sliding away. So I think it looks like it works. I'm going to turn the bike off and we're going to lift the tank and route this to the front. The only thing is this plug is fairly huge and that's not the smallest, so routing it is going to be interesting. Yeah, I mean probably the easiest way is to pull the cables from the connector, but I'm probably not going to do that. So what I've done, this is the cable, and I want to leave as much cable back here as I can, obviously having slack up the front, because it's easy to tie and hide it here. So I've routed it in under there, so you can see it following across. Again, I'm going to zip tie it down there in a minute. And then we come over here. I'm also going to zip tie it obviously over to the right hand side, up along the frame. And then we've gone through the hole here. We've gone in beside, through where my finger is there, between the fork and the top triple. And then that's where I'm going to put it right there. Kind of, if you look, when I turn this on, bearing in mind, I do not have a speedo sensor anymore, right? And I don't care about the time or the odometer. I do care about my coolant temperature. So I'm going to stick it right there. Okay, that's where I'm going to put it. I do have isopropyl right here. So I'm going to clean off the front. I'm going to clean this here real quick and then I'm going to stick that on there and then zip tie this up nicely. And then I'll throw it all back together. And then we can actually turn the bike on, cycle through the gears and make sure it all works. But honestly, so far this is the easiest installation in the world. Yeah, recommend it so far. Just for sticking this on, it does come with an already fitted back piece. If you can also stick it on from like the side or whatever else. You can kind of locate this wherever you want. But for me, I think it makes the most sense to use the back piece. And there we go. Nicely located. And now I just need to tidy up the cables. But yeah, it's honestly so super easy to fit. And there on the dash, it should also be really easy to see the actual light on it, which it is. So I mean, that's a nice bright light. And it even picks up that it's in second gear when you turn it back on. So yeah, I mean, it's just nice. All right, so just to show you, I have a zip tie here. I used the cable holder that comes here, the stock cable retainer. Then I put a zip tie right here. I'm going to clean all these up in a minute. I have a zip tie right here to keep it paired with these cables coming out. And then I also put a zip tie here just on the fairing stay to kind of make sure that I have a little bit of slack up here all the time. So that's it. I'm just going to drop the tank back down, do back up my fairings. Oh, by the way, these are the these are little poppy boys that hold on the underside of the fairing. So yeah, they're down there waiting for me. And I might figure out, can I take off the holy hold without making it look hideous. We'll see. Before I start up the bike, you cannot take off the rear grab handle, unfortunately, because the rear seat secures underneath it. So we're stuck with that for now, even though it's really heavy. Obviously, you should not change gear like this in a garage. It is unsafe. Don't do it unless you're a trained professional. So we're going to go into first. There is first. Second. Fifth. Sixth. So it works quite nicely. Okay, so that's done. I just need to trim off some zip ties, and that's it. It's very easy to install. So if you want to get one of these, which is a HEALTECH GPDT S01, it's the DS series G2 for the SV650. I have to say, works really well. Extremely easy to install, reasonably priced. You can buy it from STG, and it works. Why did I get one? Well, because one of the sessions, actually what turned out to be my fastest lap, during that I was really angry because, which is probably why I actually rode the lap faster. I was really angry because I realized halfway through I was in the wrong gear for couple of sections, leaving time on the table. So I decided never to let that happen again and get a gear indicator. It is definitely a bougie nice to have, but you know, sometimes you treat yourself and you get a bougie nice to have little thing, and that's most certainly what I did here. So yeah, do you need one? No, but if you want one, this one's good, easy to install, pretty cheap. I'll throw the price on screen that I paid, and yeah, that's it. If you watched, thank you very much for watching. As always, a very special thank you to all of my patrons. They actually bought this. I bought this with patron money, so thank you very much, patrons. I do save it up and buy little nice bits for my bikes. And yeah, let me know, do you think I earned plus 10 cool guy points by putting this on my cool guy bike? Yeah. Thanks again for watching. Adios. Outro crew, have you ever put an aftermarket gear indicator on your bike? If so, what did you use? I've used HEALTECH before. I've made a couple of videos on HEALTECH products. All of them have worked very well for me in the past. I know Aidan, my buddy who bought the Falco from me, did have issues with the quick shifter after I left Ireland. So obviously I can't say I didn't mess with it. It worked for me fine, but maybe that's something I'll try again in the future, is a quick shifter and see. But yeah, have you ever added an aftermarket gear indicator? And if not, would you if you wanted one? Let me know. Bye, Outro crew.